Star Wars only. I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
As much as I love Star Wars fans, and I really mean that, I do love us Star Wars fans, sometimes we overreact to news that really isn't even news, and that really is old news. There's a meme that came out on Reddit, and it basically has Pablo Hidalgo explaining that the lightsaber that you see in A New Hope and everything is now Rey's lightsaber. It's titled Rey's lightsaber by the marketing department of Lucasfilm, and the meme is basically that Anakin's mad, he's saying, "You will not take her from me," ha ha ha, good meme. But everyone's reacting to this in the most childish way possible, in my opinion. People are getting mad at Lucasfilm and Disney over something that happened 2 years ago. I mean, the interview that this meme is taken from was from May 25th, 2017. 2 years ago. Now, I can't sit here and say you guys are getting mad over something that happened 2 years ago, because I still get frustrated with The Last Jedi, and I don't like that film, and I still talk about it. I can't really use that as an argument. But my problem with this is, you weren't mad about it 2 years ago, so why are you mad now? And even then, the interview is taken out of context, at least in the meme sense. When they asked the question, they weren't saying that whose is it forever of all time. They're basically, here's what the question was. Speaking of that iconic blue lightsaber, who does Lucasfilm classify its owner is after the events of Episode 7? So they're talking about it's her lightsaber after the events of Episode 7. Now, that's not to say people weren't, curious why this move happened back in 2017. Someone actually tweeted at Pablo Hidalgo at the time and said, "Would like to know whose decision it was to rename, kind of a blow to Lucas and Anakin's character with a dismissal like that." And Pablo asked, "Rename what?" And he said, "Saber from Anakin's to Rey." And Pablo has a great response, and that is, neither Anakin nor Luke were using it. And I mean, he's not wrong. Luke lost it in Bespin, Anakin lost it in the Battle of Mustafar against Obi-Wan. So my problem with this is, people overreacting. He's right. Pablo is right. They weren't using it. So why are you getting so mad about a fictional character using a fictional weapon, but that belonged to another fictional character? It's not your lightsaber. You don't own it. And honest to God, Anakin's dead. I mean, what is she supposed to do? Not use the lightsaber? Now, I don't think I'm trying to defend the character of Rey. I've always said Rey is Mary Sue. One of my biggest videos is the problem with Rey, or Star Wars, the Rey problem, whatever it's called. So I'm not a fan of Rey, and I'm not trying to defend her character here. But what I'm saying is that if you're really going to get mad over something like this, and if you're going to get mad over it being called Rey's lightsaber, then you should also be mad that they don't call it Lando's Falcon anymore. Because in episodes 4, 5, and 6, it's not called Lando's Falcon. Lando calls it his Falcon. He's like, "What have you done to my ship?" and everything. And they talk about it. It's a nice little joke. But no one's ever gotten mad about it being like, "Oh, it's supposed to be Lando. Why aren't we calling it Lando's Falcon? Why is it Han?" Because Lando's not using it anymore. And Lando lost it. Anakin lost it in a battle. Luke lost it in a battle. I highly doubt Anakin or Luke really gives a shit that Rey's using their lightsaber. Luke never seemed to be mad about it in Episode 8. He never seemed to care about it. He sure as fuck didn't care about the lightsaber in Episode 8. He tossed it over his shoulder. And I don't think Luke's in character in Episode 8 at all, so I can't really use that as a great reference. But my point is, you're getting mad about the wrong things. I mean, this is the most pettiest shit to get mad over. They're not doing it to spite Anakin's character. They're simply doing it to market it better. Are you going to complain that in the 70s and 80s they didn't market it as Anakin's lightsaber back then? Because that's what they said in New Hope, that it was your father's lightsaber. It was never Luke's lightsaber. It's always been his father's. But they didn't market it back then as Anakin's lightsaber. They marketed it as Luke's lightsaber. Why? Because they need to sell it to casual people who aren't like us, who are religiously watching and reading Star Wars. The casual audience isn't going to understand that this used to be Anakin's and it was passed down to Luke. Then all they see is a fucking lightsaber, alright? If you want to make some valid complaints against Lucasfilm and Disney, I'm going to be right there with you, and I'll make the video for you as well. Just send me what you want me to make. I'll do it. But I'm not going to sit here and act like everything they're doing is horrible, and it's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years this May that this interview has been done, and you people are just now getting mad about it? Come on. This is overreacting to something that isn't that big of a deal. They're calling it her lightsaber because she's the one who was using it in Episode 7 and Episode 8. The good news is, it's broken, so in Episode 9, it won't be her lightsaber anymore. No one's using it. It's nobody's lightsaber now. Maybe I'm being an ass. Maybe I'm just being a complete dick about this thing right now. And if I am, I apologize. But I, honest to God, think you guys are overreacting over one of the smallest and pettiest things in the franchise, and that is, who owns a lightsaber?